Welcome to Backstabbers, the only podcast where we're not just sticking needles in your back, we're talking behind it too. Enough noises. Hello, welcome ladies.
Good morning.
I'm reversing, so let's see if I cannot hit people while I'm trying to do this.
I'm gonna see how many people I can take out in my subdivision right now. People in my subdivision love to walk in the dead center middle of the road when it's dark outside at 5 o'clock in the morning for some reason, and then they give me dirty looks when I'm driving too fast, and I'm like, well, you're not supposed to be walking in the middle of the road, so
Maybe don't be in the road.
so sorry.
I don't know where my little holder is for my phone. I have one somewhere, but we're just gonna have to hold it. It's fine.
One that sticks to the windshield, and it's working great so far. We'll see if it gets
Is it?
bumpy and movie, but
My whole case dissolved, and so I'm gonna have to figure out where to set this in a second. I told Alex I am racing back home because I got to the gym and realized I did not have a car seat to pick Everly up this afternoon.
it's the worst.
I have lots of family in town, so we're playing car seat around and car around and all the fun things.
Yeah. Well, good news is you're on the outpatient side, and there's only one to see before 7, and Leanna can technically see her own, or whoever it is.
Sweet. I'll be good, I think. I left.
Because the other doctor doesn't start till 8, you know.
Well, you know, we got special people. Special.
Trying to get out of the parking garage. Yesterday, this wouldn't work for me.
Oh,
I forgot to look across to see. Come on. I just hit the button when it doesn't work, and they let me out. I forgot to see if I had my homeless friend across the street or not.
Was he laying on the car?
Well, 2 for 2. Hey, my parking pass isn't letting me out. Thank you.
I'm going to grab the car seat. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I was going to try to take y'all, but I don't think it'll work.
Well, this is real life. This is, the moms could not find a time. So we're like, well, we're all in our car at 5:30 in the morning.
do it on our drive in. No, they gave me
Yeah.
a flip room today, so I got to leave a tiny bit later, but
Nice.
I was laughing yesterday because I was on the phone with Sarah, and she was walking into work, and one of our coworkers was like, "Who are you talking to at 5 o'clock in the morning?"
Oh, that sounded
Obviously
bad.
me.
That's funny. Is this your last day to work there this week? Or are you there more?
Yeah. Yes. No. Today is it, and I have not signed up for another week, another day, nothing. We'll see.
You know, I have such mixed feelings because it's really not a bad gig. And for the money, I'm well compensated. But it is annoying. If you're a locums person, I don't know, maybe be nice to me. I'm there helping you. Granted, I'm making a lot of money. Do not get it wrong. I understand that. I appreciate that. I agreed to that. But I'm also not just there to be your slave. Like, I'm there to help you. I'm there to be part of the team.
It's
Let me
just
be
so
part of the team.
bittersweet because I have found that it's just the position of the hospital at the moment. A lot of the major stuff that doesn't make a lot of sense. And so it's frustrating because like I want to like put my 2 cents in and be like, look, if you guys tried this or did that, or even met for staffing, forecasted, had projections, knew your block times, knew how many starts you're like, but like, it's like nobody is in control of it. So no one is held accountable. So then when it goes to crap, it's like, well, who do we blame? Well, no one, because no one's actually running it, you know?
No one.
So.
Yeah. Yep. It's funny you mentioned that because my first several shifts there, they were right in the midst of like negotiations and issues. And I was like, one of the things you need to ask for is a seat at the table. Like you need a seat at the table. You need to have a voice. You need to have an opinion. So it's funny that we align on that side of things, probably because we've had to have voices other places. But the last couple of times I've been there, I'm like, not my circus, not my monkeys. I don't care. I'm just going to make my money. Y'all
Just
keep
gonna
spinning
go
around.
In my room and just do my.
I'm going to do my 3 flip cases and move on about my day.
I'll talk about
Yeah.
But
a chief.
Not really. I mean, they have someone who assumes. Wouldn't you say?
Kind of. I don't even know that because they tried to structure it like that, but I don't think it was ever quote unquote approved. And
Agree.
then the person who does run it is on the physician side, and it's because of her seniority or her own. She's the one who has been there the longest. And anyway, it's just, and they've had 2 sets of administration in the 2 years I've been there. So it's like nobody knows what they're doing. I don't know.
Yeah. Sarah, I love that we are asking you to not only multitask, but this is like triple casting. You are driving, you are curling those lashes, and you are attempting to podcast.
To be honest, right now I'm going 1 mile an hour backing out of my driveway so I can curl my eyelashes.
That's hilarious.
If I don't curl my eyelashes, I look like a hairless rat.
You know, I forget half the time, and you're not supposed to do it before the mascara, and usually, right? Isn't that right? Because then it's hard on your lashes.
Yes.
So usually I'm like the one eye of mascara on, and I'm like, oh shit, I didn't curl them. Well, be more weird to have one curled and one not. So we're just gonna go with it.
We're just gonna go with it.
Wait, so when are you supposed to do it?
Before your mascara.
Yeah, because it'll break off. It can break off your lashes.
Yes. Okay. I'm like, that's what I do, but I guess I've never realized or thought about when I do it. But I do it before my mascara.
I used to do it after because it makes it stay better, but then you have one good breakage. Yeah. And then you're like, never mind.
I had extensions for so long, I've just kind of forgotten how to be a high maintenance girl that has to do all those things. I'm going to take my 10 supplements. We'll see if I don't choke here.
Gosh.
Did you take your lion's mane?
I do have it with me, so I am. We'll see how focused I am.
I just listened to a podcast on lion's mane. It was about preventing dementia, Alzheimer's, all this stuff. There was a couple other supplements they recommended, but lion's mane was like the number one. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize you took it.
This is my neighbor that monitors the speed.
Does she have a radar gun?
100%. He'll turn around and be like, like I can feel the burn of his stare on the back of my head right now because I'm going 2 miles over the speed limit.
Listen, if we're being honest, it's probably not your speed. It's probably your actual driving skills that he's judging.
100%. I know. My sister-in-law last night was like, I don't want to drive your vehicles. Like, I hate driving other people's vehicles. And I was like, girl, if these vehicles are surviving me, you are good.
Yeah. She can't be worse. She drives in LA.
It's 100% true.
I just got an alert that I'm supposed to be in an Epic meeting. I'll be late for that.
It's not necessary. Epic is it's self-explanatory.
Well, apparently not, because I've been in 5,000 different meetings.
Well, you know how there's like that time that you can't take off vacation for the Epic stuff? Is that gonna go into effect for us too? No. Okay.
No. Said it wouldn't affect us.
Because after looking at the schedule the other day and picking vacations, I like had a minor panic moment considering that, because I was like, we're gonna be so screwed.
No, we'll be fine.
We're gonna have our own take vacation.
But I don't know that it affects certain levels, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like, I don't know that it's hospital wide necessarily. I think it's.
I guess I can get why that's a thing.
And Epic is so, and the rollout is weeks long, and it's so easy.
Weeks.
You don't
it's
need.
So easy.
You don't need it.
If I think it's easy, it's easy.
Yeah, agree.
Saying a lot.
Saying a whole lot.
I've almost survived my crazy 2 weeks. Almost.
Moving.
Yes. Sold the house. Now we're getting evicted from the rent house. I say that jokingly, but it is also kind of true. So
I'd say true. True though.
I hear that.
Like, well, that's a first. Yeah. So they knew we were moving out because our bunkhouse is almost done. And so they sent a message and they're like, hey, we've got someone else wanting to rent it. And we're like, awesome. We're, doing the best we can. We're also at the mercy of our builders. Like, it is what it is. And we've been focusing on getting out of the house we're selling because we can't change that date. It is what it is. And, he was like, okay, well, the person's getting married. And so if they could move in, if they could have it August 1, we'd appreciate it. And I was like, I'll do the best I can. We will try. So I sent a message, whatever day. My days are so messed up because my work week was different this week. But anyway, I sent a message and I was like, I'm going to need till the 4th. I'm going to need 3 more days. I need the full weekend. I've got a cleaner coming on Monday. You can have it Monday after the cleaner comes. He just was like, okay. And I was like, I hope you're not mad. But also, it's all I can do.
It's what I'm
like,
doing.
I'm doing the best I can.
You don't know.
You don't know my life struggles right now. Which he knows you. Yeah, that's the only good thing about living in a small town is people know you and know you're not a troublemaker. Like, and if you're a renter, you know that people are awful. So
I've paid my rent. I've been, yeah. Anyway, whatever. It'll be fine.
well, I'm glad it's almost over. I know it's been super stressful for you. That is what.
A little stressful. Hey, Sarah, honey, all we're going to see on the podcast is your chin.
Oh, I don't want to see my double chin. I'm trying to figure out where to set my phone.
I'm just thinking you may not like that that's what we're staring at the whole podcast.
Well, I'm usually the more the one that looks in some form worse than the rest. I'm just trying to keep I'm just trying to keep it consistent.
That is not true.
Don't you take that title from me, okay?
There was that one like a couple episodes ago where I'm like,
oh, messed out. The one where we were talking about secondhand high meth.
Yes.
That was one of Layla's favorites, because that's the one you also talk about the snacks, I think, in the movie theater and at the pool. And Layla, because I make them listen to them all with me in the car, Layla was dying laughing. She was like, she's so funny.
She's like, it's truth though. She likes snacks more than any human being I've ever met.
Yeah. I guess some of her little friends listened to it too. And I was like, oh, is that
It's
cringy
funny.
for you? I'm sorry. And she's like, no, they think y'all are funny. And I was like, okay.
It's precious.
She'll probably just apologize to their parents now.
To Layla's friends, shout out.
Layla.
No, what was cringe was us trying to use, I say us loosely, it was me and the group text trying to use Crash Out and
Yeah, I don't guess I've heard Crash Out. Tell me that one.
I guess like going crazy or freaking out or is what context clues has led me to, but I've not actually like Urban Dictionary'd it or anything. But then,
yeah, I hadn't heard that one.
Riz down.
People are looking at me funny. I'm gonna turn my light out.
Low key. What else? Bruh is what I get all.
Riz, have you seen that shirt? It's Jesus and the basketball hoop, and he's like slam dunking it, and it says "He is risen." And I really want to get it.
That is
but
funny.
I don't want it to be sacrilegious. You know, like those shirts where Jesus is my homeboy. Do you remember those shirts back in the day?
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
That's not sacrilegious, is it? I always felt like it was supportive. And I don't know. That's a good point. Hey, I feel like anytime...
He didn't take it that way. Yeah. People are going to get offended at anything. I didn't take it that way.
That's not how I
feel like
mean
anytime somebody's saying his name, bringing him up, it's a good thing. I mean, you know, unless they're completely dissing him. Like, you put him on a t-shirt.
With it, I guess.
Yes.
Speaking of, though, I am, like, fully engrossed. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
I'm fully engrossed in The Chosen. Like, I'm getting to season 5, and it's, like, it's so amazing.
I need to start that back. I'm midway through season 1, and then life happened, and I need to
I had to restart the whole thing.
Love it.
It's helping me. Like,
so season 5 is streaming.
Season 5?
Season 5 is streaming on the...
Oh, okay.
No, she's asking you, Alex. Is season 5 you can stream?
Is it?
I thought you said it is. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm at 4. Sorry. I thought I was like,
you were invested in
no, I think there's a slot for it, but I don't know how many episodes are on it. I've been watching it on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I was waiting because I've been getting the emails about season 5, and I didn't think it had been released yet, but because I've been waiting on it. I watched some of the interviews about it, and they're like, it's weird because everybody knows what's coming, and they're like, we don't want it to end, and they're like, well, y'all know how this story ends. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Well, this is maybe the longest story of time.
Yes. You can only drag it out so many seasons.
So do you know who produces this?
Yes.
It is fascinating. That's the word I want to use without offending literally anyone. Their reach, I guess, is a good way to put it. So LDS, and I don't know that it's like officially part of their church, but it's members, the brothers.
Yeah.
Isn't this right? Because I looked it up when it was coming out, and I was like, wow, that's interesting. And I guess they have like their own film studio that they do a lot of stuff. And I think that whole Angel Network is part of that.
It's amazing. Somebody needs to do it because like Hollywood is so destroyed and broken, but like, even the kids shows that are like Christian, it's like, my kids don't want to watch it because it's like so cheesy or so whatever. Like, Like, why are we not? But I think there might be an uptick coming up, especially with like Christian music and Forrest Frank and like.
Yeah.
I think there might be some sort of. I was watching this interview and they were saying it was on, mind you, Fox News. But they were saying there was a 60% increase in like that 20-year-old range of interest in Christianity in the last 5
Oh,
years.
that's awesome.
Yeah, but I was like 60%. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
There is movement. I'm telling you.
Well, they've been having all those.
My nephew he lives in Arkansas, but he has been hosting this Bible study at a coffee shop on Tuesdays before school. And anyways, it's grown to like 20 something kids, and like it's just, I feel like there is
wow.
Yeah, I feel like there's more interest and more movement. And there was something, Forrest Frank was actually the one that I was watching, and he said something about how much the percentage of increase of Christian music being downloaded has just skyrocketed.
Well,
which I
he's
thought was
still
cool.
like on the top 100 whatever right now too, and it's like been the longest time a Christian artist has maintained it or something like that. I was like, oh, that is so amazing. Like, praise God for that.
Did y'all see that he broke his back?
Did.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
So he was skateboarding and he broke his L3, L4.
Skateboarding.
Like, it was on video, so it showed the video if you follow him on Instagram, and then he wrote a really great new song called "God's Got My Back," and he was like, "God's making lemonade out of lemons." Anyways, it's good. They just released it Friday because Everly was watching for it, and so we listened to it, and she already knows all the words of it. So
I'll have to listen. Of course.
I wish we could all find a concert to go to and take all the kids to a Forrest Frank concert.
Oh my goodness.
That would be fun.
Amazing. That would be so
Yeah.
fun.
That'd be a good
She
time.
wants to go so bad.
Yes. I was so bummed. I found out too late. He was like, where, in Tulsa or something? Like,
Yeah,
right
he was
before the end of the school
Yeah,
year.
he's-
Found out too late. And at the time, I was like, I don't even know who, like, what? And then my kids were like, oh yeah, we listened to his music at school.
Blew up. Yeah.
Blew up.
I kind of just found out who he was, and then I looked for tickets, and it was already sold out.
Mhm.
So maybe after he breaks his back, he'll go on tour again. After he recovers. Oh goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anything exciting in your anesthesia world lately?
No, but we could give a shout out to a new product
So
we just learned
we
about.
had an interesting.
It's called.
Is it?
Oh, go ahead, sir.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I was gonna tell people about Open Evidence. It's an app.
yeah.
They say it's like up to date, meets ChatGPT. You do have to put in your NPI number, but I'm real honest. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I'm going to. But the people that have and have used it have been swearing by it.
And you can literally ask
just for personal
specific questions.
Yeah, which will be nice for like PATs and that sort of stuff. If you've got a question.
Literally used it in the middle of the night last night at 3 a.m. because Hawk woke up.
What was going on?
And he has a stinking croup cough after he's gotten his tonsils out. I'm like, how is this possible? I mean, conceptually, I know how it's possible, but I'm like, what is blocking anything right now? Like, then I spiraled bad because I was like, does he have epiglottitis? Are we dealing with? But anyway, knew it was coming. He had like postnasal drainage because he had been sneezing his booty off the last like 2 days. And I told Johnny last night before bed, I said, Hawk's getting sick. Sure enough, at 3 a.m., I'm like the seal bark cough. And he's like standing at my bed, like right here. It's like, don't breathe on me. Anyways, but I was just going
I love
back
you, but don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I did his age, I did his symptoms, I did post tonsil, like post TNA, like blah, blah, blah. And like, it was so helpful. I was like, okay. Which I'm sure it's more skill.
You think he's just got like
I think it's just irritated.
Just got like a laryngitis from the allergies?
Yeah. And I think he's just inflamed and it's all good. It's fine. He's going to live hopefully another day. And it sounds awful. I mean, I pray to God that he does. But it's okay.
No, we know what you mean. But Sarah, what were you going to say about the anesthesia world?
Oh, gosh.
I interrupted you.
No. I was just going to say we had a conversation. Oh, dadgummit. After yesterday about, I had a 500-pound colonoscopy yesterday. Everybody was like, oh, he's tough. it makes it so much better. And I was like, once you're 500 pounds, it don't matter how tall you are. It doesn't matter anymore. You're just huge everywhere. And this patient was huge everywhere. And the colonoscopy, like, before we got even close to the cecum, like, the scope was all the way in, and like there was no movement, and they couldn't feel the scope. Anyways, it was just the most pointless thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life. And I was like, at some point, we need to be like, I'm so sorry, you're too big for like screenings. I don't know, like what we did yesterday. Like, I mean, he was horrible to sedate. He took so much medicine, and then he'd stop breathing, or then he was trying to fight us. And like, I was like, at some point, it's his weight is going to kill him before colon cancer does. And at some point, I feel like it's more dangerous to do these screenings on these patients that are huge. And the surgeon was like, I totally agree. I don't think we should be doing this. And so then it just brought up the discussion.
Brought up what?
It just brought up the discussion about it.
Interested to see how healthcare shifts if insurance is going to start charging more for bariatric like type patients, or like, because everything is so much harder, or like even for laparoscopic cases and the trocar is having to be longer to get through more layers or deeper layers of adipose. And I don't know. I just think it's going to be interesting to see if we shifted at all in that regard.
I hate the direct scopes. So the ones that never see the surgeon beforehand. And I do understand a pre-appointment isn't needed for most of them. But we do a ton that even the surgeon at the time I was like, I don't know why we're doing this. Well, okay, but that's also on you. Like, and I know from my PCP friends, they get dinged if you're a certain age or meet certain criteria, and they don't encourage you to do and refer you to do. So it hinders them financially if they don't push literally everyone towards, you need this done. Everyone says you need this done. They send in their referral, and then the surgeon is just like, yeah, sure, we'll do them. But they never actually see them until the day of surgery. When you've already done a prep, we're not canceling you then unless you're like severely inappropriate. We're going to attempt safely, because we hate to cancel anyone that's done a prep. But I mean, I feel like a ton of those would get weeded out, even if just like an NP, a PA, an RN, somebody saw these people before they did the prep, before we made it to that point.
Yes.
I think that's where the piece is broken, because they just refer everyone, and there's not a stopping point until they're already there. They're already prepped. They're already in the facility, ready for their scope. That's not necessary.
And my thing is, like, we do scopes and on these screenings on these people that are very sick and have other things wrong with you. And every anesthetic, as we tell people, is dangerous, and there's a potential for something bad to happen. And why are we really rolling the dice with this screening when these people literally probably don't have 2 years left? Or when they're so huge, like, you need to lose weight because this anesthetic could be incredibly dangerous for you just to do a screening for something that probably is not going to kill you before your weight issues are going to kill you.
Yeah.
It makes me question.
I don't know.
Too,
I mean,
like,
people don't realize. No, people just don't realize that even though it's just a colonoscopy, when you're that big, it's very dangerous.
Understand how it's not part of the optimization of the patient to consider weight loss, like before certain elective or screening type procedures. I mean, you have to for your heart. Why wouldn't you have to for your weight? Because that's a lot of the comorbidities that you're experiencing is because of that. I don't know. It's just interesting, especially now with of GLP-1s and with all the resources we have to try.
I agree. But check all those boxes. The hospital gets paid if you get a colonoscopy. So.
Yep. Have I told y'all my funny story about Aaron's facial hair?
No.
Oh.
So I just thought about it, because I'm sitting here watching everybody walk in, and I saw someone with a similar look, so it made me think about it. So he's been doing just like the scruff with the more of a prominent mustache, kind of like the Riley Green look, because he's beautiful. And Aaron can grow facial hair. So within like 2 seconds, he had the look. I've quite enjoyed it. So we go floating with family, and my nephew's 20-year-old little girlfriend, who's actually from my hometown. I've known her since she was little. Her mom threw my bridal shower, the whole nines, small world. But anyway, she's like, Aaron, I love your mustache. It looks so good. You look like that guy. And we're both grinning and we're like, yeah, he does. He looks like Larry Green. And she's struggling for the name, which I'm like, you should know his name. And so then she looks at Sam, our nephew, and she goes, what's the old guy off of The Ranch? And we're like, oh, she's saying Sam Elliott. We're going for the young one. And she says we look like the old one. And poor Aaron, it was...
Yeah.
He took it well, and he was like, I look like Sam Elliott? I mean, he's at least a cool old guy. I'll take it, I guess.
Oh, that one hurt.
To be honest, I don't know what that is.
A little bit. Hurt my feelings a little bit. It was pretty funny, though.
That's fantastic. Well, I think he looks like Riley Green. Yes, he does.
Oh, he doesn't. But, I mean, he doesn't have any gray hair. For 48, he does look pretty decent. But I guess maybe we are closer to Sam Elliott than we are Riley Green. It's fine.
Yeah, when Devin grows his gets scruffy, his gray bothers him, and I'm like, I like it. Y'all should just rock it. I mean, men just look more distinguished as they get older. Like, I'm like, you look super
agree.
like but he doesn't like having facial hair.
Can't do it. I'm gonna have to hop off and get on this Epic thing. They keep texting me.
Okay.
Well, enjoy.
See you in a minute, Sarah.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Jesus wants y'all to be quiet. Bye, y'all.
Be quiet. Bye.